AI-powered holographic encryption. Yeah, you heard that right. It's like straight out of some sci-fi movie, but it's like really happening right now. We're talking lasers, holograms, AI, all that stuff working together to protect our data in ways we never even thought of before. So get ready because it's about to get really awesome. Let's start by just like setting the scene, okay? Imagine a world where your data isn't just protected by like a password or whatever. It's protected by this crazy complex system. And the system uses lasers to create these holograms, so like 3D images but made of light, and it stores your information in there. Pretty cool, right? But it gets even better. So to make this system like basically unbreakable, scientists figured out how to take that holographic image and then like completely shatter it into this random crazy pattern. It's like taking a puzzle, like a perfect puzzle, just like throwing it in the blender. So now you're probably thinking like, okay, but how do you put the puzzle back together? Well, that's where the AI comes in. They trained this special AI. It's called a neural network to be like the ultimate puzzle solver. You know, and this AI is like a digital detective. It can see these tiny little patterns in all that scrambled light. And this is what makes it so secure. The key to unlock this isn't just some password someone could guess or steal. It's the whole structure of the AI model itself. It's about billions of connections pathways, all unique to that one AI. It's practically impossible to replicate. It's kind of like trying to break into a vault that needs not only like your fingerprint, but also it needs a specific sequence of lights flashing in a chaotic pattern that only you know how to generate. Like that's how secure this is. And the best part is this isn't just some fantasy. Scientists have actually already used this to encrypt and decode real information. We're talking handwritten numbers, shapes, even images of animals. And get this, it works even in like tough conditions like bad weather or other stuff that would normally mess up communications. So at the heart of this whole thing are holograms. You know those 3D images that look like they're floating in the air? Well, researchers have figured out how to use that same tech to actually like store your data. Think of it like this. You know your information gets encoded into a laser beam using those holograms. It's like your data turns into light. But here's where it gets really interesting. They send that laser beam through a special liquid. It's actually ethanol, like the stuff in alcohol. And this is where the magic happens. When the laser hits that ethanol, it gets all scrambled up. But not just in any way, it scatters in this totally random and unpredictable pattern. Imagine like shining a flashlight through a snow globe. The light just goes everywhere and creates this crazy pattern. And that's what makes this encryption so strong. Without the right key, that scrambled light is basically impossible to decode. And guess what the key is? It's that AI we were talking about. Remember that AI or digital detective? Well, it's been trained on tons of data to be able to see these super subtle patterns in that messed up light. It's like teaching a computer to see through static and figure out what's hidden there. But here's the really mind-blowing part. The AI doesn't just recognize the patterns, it can actually reconstruct the original laser beam like piece by piece until it shows the hidden data. It's like putting a puzzle back together, but this puzzle has billions of pieces. Now you might be thinking, okay, that sounds cool, but does it work in the real world? And the answer is yes. Researchers have actually tested this thing out. They've encrypted and decoded things like handwritten number shapes and even pictures of animals. And the results are super impressive. The AI was able to get those hidden images back more than 90% of the time. That's crazy accurate. And it gets even better. This system is built to be tough. It can handle things like bad weather or other stuff that would usually mess up communication systems. So that means we could use this tech for secure communication in all kinds of situations, like battlefields or disaster relief efforts. The potential is huge. So AI-powered holographic encryption isn't just some sci-fi idea. It's a real game changer for cybersecurity. It's secure, it's reliable, and it could totally change how we protect our information in this digital world. Okay, so we talked about the science and how cool this holographic encryption is, but what about the real world? You know, how could this actually like change our life? First up, secure communication. Like imagine if phone calls, text, video chats were basically impossible to hack. That's what this could do, you know. It could totally change how we talk to each other, especially when it comes to important stuff like government secrets or healthcare stuff, financial things. And then there's the future of telecommunications. Like we're moving towards these faster and faster networks, 5G, all that. Security is going to be super important. AI-powered holographic encryption could be how we create these super secure and crazy fast communication systems, you know, for all the data we make every single day. But here's where it gets really interesting. This tech could make digital fraud a thing of the past. Think about all the places where security matters, you know. Online banking, e-commerce voting systems. With AI, we can make systems that are like impossible for hackers to get into. Our digital lives would be way safer. And don't forget about misinformation. It's getting harder and harder to know what's real and what's fake, like with deepfakes and all that. Well, this technology can be used to see if digital content is real or not, making sure that video or article is the real deal. So AI-powered holographic encryption is a total game changer. It shows how creative humans can be and how we always want to make the digital world safer. So what does it all mean? It means we're entering a whole new world of cybersecurity, where the line between the physical and digital is kind of disappearing. It's a world where AI isn't just a tool. It's like our partner in protecting our data and privacy. It's a future full of possibilities, both exciting and maybe a little scary. The future is here and it's encrypted. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but I hope this got you thinking about AI and what it can do to make a safer digital world. Until next time, stay curious.